My content is for 13 and up, or adult collectors of the product.
We have stellar Hyperion. Now it's time to QuadStrike. Hello everyone, now for this video, we're going to be taking a look at the QuadStrike Stellar Hyperion. Now before we continue with the video, please make sure to comment your thoughts and subscribe if you are new here. Anyways, we're going to be taking a look at this. Now we're going to be taking a look at Stellar Hyperion. Now what's really interesting about this is that HYUGA uses this in the animation. Well, HYUGA, if only you knew what you were missing out on. No, but in all seriousness, it is kind of cool to know that he's, I guess back along with Hikaru, and we have already done a review on Comet Helios. In fact, either in the description of this video or in a pinned comment, you can check out all our other QuadStrike reviews, but yep, back of the box. Alrighty, we got this open, let's take it out. Okay, that's a really wide attachment. Oh yeah, look at this one. So a little smaller, a little smaller. Now as we go over to our part by part, we have our core, which is Hyperion. Now unfortunately for the Hyperion fans, it's just like very average. There are really other better QuadStrike slopes, like Dragon, Kerbeus. This is really like one of the weakest ones in terms of QuadStrike selection. For quad drive, it's just about the normal that you would expect. But yeah, as far as visually how it goes, yeah, again, no contest. Now I can actually address it, okay? Why is there like this limeish green, yellowish? Okay, the reason why, not saying it's justified for the oil painting, but the reason why is because they have a specific stadium that when you shine that light on it. So that's why for Hyperion you see basically like this yellowish, brightish color, and why for Comet Helios you would see like that greenish color, because when you shine it, that's what's supposed to like be visible on that stadium. Obviously though, visually, I would have liked to see a little bit more. They did the blue sections kind of, but they're missing a lot of it. And the reason why I always don't like this, because a lot of the cool detail on this stuff you never get to see because they rarely paint it. I also wish they maybe did a little metallic paint on here. That would have been nice. No contest here. Next up, we get our Stellar Blade. Now, is it really stellar? Not really, but better than expected, huh? Now, first of all, before I explain what they took away, I'll explain how good is it. It is, I would say, around the level of salvage with G13, and only in the content. Anytime I mention an attack type in QuadStrike or Quad Drive, it has to be with G13, because without G13, really bad. But not as good as Iphoid, around the same level as salvage, I'll say. Now, in terms of, obviously, if you're wondering what they took away, dual spin. This was a dual spin actual blade. And also the cool thing, which was the rubber. And obviously they made it a lot smaller, dear God. Like it's like shrunk, it's shrunk. There's no metal, no rubber, and you can't do the whole cool fusion gimmick where you could combine Helios and Hyperion. Would have been really sick to actually see if they did that, which they have done it on 2 turbo bays from the past, which I'm going to grab and mention. If on 2 non-gimmicky removed metal bays they could have done the fusion, they could have done the fusion for QuadStrike. They definitely should have. It just feels very unfortunate, because if you're HASBRO only and you see all these cool gimmicks and they don't do them, I feel bad, because I'm like, damn, you're missing out. Yeah. Also, it's really hollowed. Like, they managed to make it more hollow than the actual TT one on the metal side, which is a little impressive. A little impressive how gutted it was. But it's like, it's okay, it's okay. Gravity armor and the disc. The disc diagram has poor weight distribution and not really good for attack. Either use over or giga, and the gravity ring doesn't matter, just use whatever is the heaviest, or actually G13 specific for Hyperion. And after, we have your base, which is guard, and your attachment, which is explosion. Guard is okay for same spin and kind of generally has a tight base. The explosion attachment, which is what we're only going to be using this with. So explosion was basically kind of like destroy, free spin. It was a little short, had rubber. HASBRO said gimmicks, you're funny. No. I actually think I kind of like the bulky shape, but I only liked it because I thought this would have been more of a cone shape, and that would have been maybe interesting to see it for stamina. But no, this is at least better than most of your other armor tips, at least for the fun sense. So in that regard, you know, for the pure casual sense, you can probably get something out of it, some mileage out of it. 4.69, nice. 7.37. I want to see this for the jokes. Okay, yeah, no wonder it's not that consistent, because it's like 6.29. No, not even 6.26. That means, again, that half of this thing from TAKARA TOMY, half of this blade still weighs more than HASBRO. That is a little bit of a comedy right there. It's a little funny. 15.6, yeah, no contest, no contest. Gravity ring, 1.41. By the way, the original gravity ring was 2. 25.16. 13.61, and then after, I think this is one of like the lightest tapereds because of progression, and the 6.72, 5.53, 4.63, 10.15. Total weight about 72.08 versus 47, almost 69. Nice, almost, huh? Now, if we do a side-by-side, it's very clear to see the difference in quality and actual love to the Beyblade. It's really small, I just keep noticing that. Very odd, very odd. This is just the base performance to itself. All right, now, high mode. Alrighty, now it's properly aligned too. Yeah, so now a side-by-side with high mode, yeah. I miss a lot of the cool detailing on here, even though these don't really have that many stickers on them. So even like even less just feels really weird just looking at it. It's like they just got an eraser and they just did that to the Bay. Either way though, we're gonna try it. Actually, I have to show it with the other Hyperion Evos. Oh, my thoughts on it. I think, I guess, in a sense, this is technically the best Hyperion they did. We have a really low bar. We have Super and Burn for our Flame Ringer for our standards, so it's not really that high of a bar, but I think I'll take it. I think I'll take what I can get. I think I'll take what I can get. We're gonna try it in the base Thunder Edge Stadium, and then after, we're gonna try it in the Light Ignite Stadium, see how it looks like with beautiful colors. Hopefully it's good. And yeah, moving on. Alrighty, let's try it out. Okay, 3, 2 on the rip. Yeah, you should pretty much get a little bit of that aggressive movement that you're looking for. I think obviously, so it makes sense. You should do Hyperion versus Helios. Otherwise, what kind of video are we? Hey man, it's going for the hits. It's going for the hits. We're gonna see between the two of these, huh? Who's better? Probably Hyperion. Yeah, you see Hyperion. See what I said? Hyperion. Up to the feet. Hey, I like those hits. I like those hits. Wait, still not enough. Still not enough. I think most because the attackers are kind of nerfed and they need G13 to actually work, but whatever. It's about as close as I expected it to get. Yeah, for fun movement, you know, at least it has things where it works in both regards. Like, it's for fun that it works out, and in the stadium that can also work out. And, you know, the blade for comp, once you add G13 to it, for it. I mean, in stock alone, it should be Zyphoid, which, to be honest, you know, if you switch the disc on Zyphoid, you know, switch a few things, yeah, different story. But stock Zyphoid does not work out for HASBRO only. We're gonna throw it up against... Yeah, there you go. Oh, I see it. Burst Ultimate, huh? What a weakling. How does it do up against Divine? I mean, the real question is, how long until it wins? Yeah. So yeah, the attachment's got at least some mileage out of that. Alrighty, we got TAKARA TOMY set up here. Hey man, how are you gonna do it? How are you gonna do it? It wins, right? It wins. Yep. Alrighty, we have the Light Ignite Stadium set up. And we're gonna see how our lovely Hyperion looks like in the stadium. Eyes closed. Open. Ah. And now you understand the yellow that kind of changed into the greenish sort of shade, which, I mean, hey, You know, I guess that matches Helios visually on how it looks, so that's gonna be interesting, just seeing how it spins. So that's basically why both Hyperion and Helios just have green, which, I mean, you can say that it looks pretty ugly, and not too many people will be able to get the stadium, and doesn't really make any sense, and I would probably agree with you there. But for now, we enjoy the stadium. Yeah, so like I said, they're always limited in the color choices that they have, so now I get to see better on how it looks. So I'll take what I can get. Okay, we got Gambit, got Hyperion, Stellar. I kind of wish they maybe picked some other colors, could have blended a little bit more. That would have been nice to see. Yeah, but in this stadium, the best advantage we have in these reviews is just that, you know, we get to try it out in this lovely arena. And I should mention again, this stadium is enhanced. We did enhance this stadium, huh? So no one say, oh, but actually, the base stadium, we won't see it as much. True, but that's why we upgraded it. Yeah, so either way, this still cannot stand up to Whirl in any regard. Oh, hey, let's go, look at that. Woo-wee. See how it does? I love how you can see a lot more bolts than you can of Stellar. A ring of green, which really does feel weird for the color choice, like I've been saying, but yeah. As we are wrapping up here. Alrighty, final thoughts. Is Stellar Hyperion worth getting? Should you consider getting it? I don't know. If you already got Zyphoid, you don't really need Stellar Hyperion. You do need G13 if you want the attack to work. Otherwise, it's just kind of whatever. It's just just okay. Kind of reminds me of like Salvage with G13 in that regard, which, by the way, I'll probably have footage of competitive testings playing right about now in this section. So I'll probably just show the highlight of it just being useful for attack. I don't think I'm going to show how bad the stamina was. You can just see the other channel if you want to see the full testings on it. But yeah, otherwise, you have reason to consider to get it, and it's not crazy as Zyphoid. I would still recommend Zyphoid Knight. Probably the best so far out of Wave 2, to be fair to it. But yeah, that's where I'm ending off the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you want to see any videos with Stellar Hyperion? Anyways, thank you for watching. Make sure to check out our store, which we have a QR code that's going to pop up right about now. It is an optional way to support the channel. I appreciate any support regardless. And we have DB, BU products. It is an optional way to support the channel. We got limited time sales a lot of times. Depends when, depends what type of sale it is, but make sure to check it out. Anyways, have a fantastic day and bye.